Good evening and welcome to the official co-stream of the back-to-back NBA 2K League champions Wizards District Gaming. Tonight, Wizards D.G takes on Hawks Talon GC in week 1 of the 3v3 seed week. My name is John, still flying solo just one more night. Chris should be back here soon. He did arrive back from his much-needed vacation. I'm going to give him some time to get over that jet lag after his time over there in Europe, but soon Chris will be back with us here soon. But tonight, it's a really special game. Not only does Wizards D.G pretty much have the 3v3 seeding locked up, they will finish either number 1 or number 2. They really can't drop any further based upon how the rest of this earlier this season went for 3v3. Absolutely dominant performance for Wizards D.G. So they're looking pretty good going into seed week. It's 2 weeks of seed week starting with tonight. And probably one of the coolest things about tonight is a lot of 3v3s taking place virtually, but tonight it's taking place in person. Not in the nation's capital, no. We have traveled down to Hotlanta itself. So take a quick look in here. The players getting warmed up. Head coach Pat Crossan behind them. It is live. It is in person. And it is down in Atlanta as the guys travel down to take on Hawks Talon GC. See, the players are getting ready to go. As they're getting ready to square up here, we're waiting for the official game feed to pop up as well. We are just moments away from tip-off here in week 1 of this seeding tournament for the 3v3 playoffs. Nudini, Dave Fry, and Just Awkward, your starting lineup here for Wizards D.G. Haven't gotten the 3v3 lineup here as of yet for our good friends for Hawks Talon GC. Hopefully we'll be having that here soon. Again, as we are just a few moments away from hopping in to our first matchup tonight. It is a best of 5 again. Yes, best of 5. So first of 3. Just to go over the rules here, it's been a little bit, so we're going to see if I still have that rule slide up here. We do. So instead of a best of 7, because that's what it was for bracket play, we'll go ahead and just do a little live editing here on stream. Look at that. Best of 5, just like that. Best of 5, you can sub in between games. 6 fouls equals you quitting the game and an AI player coming in favor in your spot. Definitely not a good thing. We'll have to keep an eye on fouls as well. First to 21 points by 2. It's street ball rules, baby. Just like that, 3v3 in the books. First to 3 wins. And you get that dub in the win category. Looks like we are now live on stream here. We'll try to get that stream up and running. All right, they do have the stream there. We are a little bit in progress already, so we'll kick it over in-game. It's an 18-10 lead so far for the defending champs and the first ever 3v3 champs as Dave Fry with his badge activated, finding Awkward, and just like that, one possession away. Appreciate it, 2K League. Appreciate you guys having that stream up and ready to go here for us. Sees put back and witness the starting lineup for our friends from Atlanta. Can't get the reversal to go. And again, when Chris was on here last week, we talked a little bit about it as well as Wizards D.G seals the win. Players celebrating down in Hotlanta already. 1 win in the book. It's 22-10. It's your final score here, and hopefully we'll get that feedback here for the second game. Again, shout out to the 2K League. Appreciate you guys. Obviously, for 1, allowing us to have the co-stream going as well, and 2, for the clean feed as well. It's always great here. Popped up here a little bit later than anticipated, but it's all good. We do have game 1 in the books, and it's a win for the back-to-back, at least 5v5 champs here, first ever 3v3 champs as well. Again, head coach Pat Crossan talked about a little bit about this during the offseason, about how he really wanted to build this roster to defend their 5v5 title, but really they're popping off 3v3 as well. So at the end of the day, it's a business. It's about making money, and that's what these guys are here to do. If you had a chance to tune in last night for the Alarm.com and Wizards District Gaming first ever annual Rocket League in-tournament for the interns at Alarm.com, got a chance to talk a little bit with the players and head coach Pat Crossan kind of about what their mindset was like going into the season, especially with 3v3 being introduced. And head coach Pat Crossan, and was reiterated by all the players as well, it's about winning. It's about making the most money in your short period of time that you have here as a professional esport player. Because let's be real here, if you follow esports around, as my cord here likes to get in the way of everything. I'm a hand stalker. Your short time here as an esports professional, you want to make the most of it. So obviously 3v3 popping off for them as well. Hopefully the 2K League website will update here just because we did not get a chance to catch a lot of that game due to that feed popping up here late. So hopefully they will have that figured out here in the next few moments as we head into Game 2. But it is a Game 1 victory for the boys down in Atlanta as we go ahead and take a look in live. And we're going to do some live editing here again. There we go. Of course, Nudini closest to your screen, just awkward in the middle. You can't see him, but trust me, Dayfry's on the other end. Head coach Pat Crossan in the red Wizards D.G polo, and sitting right next to him, Cap. The rookie on the team, the newest member of the team as well. Really fascinating stuff. If you get a chance to go back and watch the VOD of last night's event, talk to Cap a little bit about what it's like being in a rookie and kind of being kind of thrown into the fire of having that burden of defending for the back-to-back champions. Your first time in the league, you get traded to Wizards D.G, and now you get thrown into the fire. You're replacing Ty in that epic 4-team trade and really trying to fill JBM's shoes. Cap has done an absolutely fantastic job doing it as well. We saw in the 5v5 tournament, he was averaging close to 24 points a game, almost a double-double in every single game when it came to assists as well. Cap is really fitting in well, but he was talking a little bit about the challenges from going from a semi-pro hardcore gamer style of play, playing on your couch, playing against your friends, playing online, to now being thrown into an organization a little bit like Monumental Sports and Entertainment, as they are the parent company of Wizards District Gaming, and have it become a business. And there was a great question from one of the audience members last night as well about, is this game still fun even though it's now become a business? It's something that you do for a living. You wake up every morning, you get ready, you watch film, you start playing, and you practice. You practice for 6, 7 to 8 hours is roughly what head coach Pat Crossan was kind of hinting at yesterday during that Q&A session at the Alarm.com headquarters in Tysons Corner, Virginia. But nonetheless, he's able to balance that out. They're able to get their physical fitness in. They go to the gym, they eat well, they take that training seriously, and it's an organization that is there for each other. They're there to win. That's one of the big things that not only Cap recognized, but Dayfry and Nudini, as they're been in the league since day one, but this is their second organization. They both talked about how the organizations they were with prior to coming Wizards D.G didn't have that winning mentality. They didn't have that professionalism attitude. Here with Wizards D.G, with Monumental Sports and Entertainment, obviously it was something that was a big focus for them. Head coach Pat Crossan takes those interviews very seriously. They want to find the best players for Wizards D.G, and that's what they did here in this offseason as well, redrafting B-Rich, and really finding a diamond in the rough when it came to 3v3 as well. So super, super excited for Wizards D.G, as hopefully we'll be loading back up here into Game 2. The NBA 2K League has promised quick turnarounds here in the 3v3, which so far it's not happened. So hopefully Game 2 here in just a few moments. I'm being told by the team down in Atlanta they are loading into the lobby right now. So hopefully, fingers crossed everyone in chat, that we will be loading here into Game 2. I'm keeping an eye on it here on the side monitor as well. So hopefully, as we take a look back in the players getting ready to go, should be ready to go here in just a few moments. You can see Awkward kind of bouncing around. They're staying loose. Earbuds in, listen to some music in between as well. When these guys head in, you'll definitely know they'll start clapping. They'll start getting loud. They'll get ready to go. Just on the other side, we can't really see it here from this angle, but Hawks Talon GC just on the other side of that opening over there. As Nudini looks over, what you couldn't see before the stream, as soon as they set that up, they all noticed. And if they look at the iPad right now, which is what is being streamed on, they're seeing my face. So it's a little awkward for them, but it's okay. They will be joining us here post-game as well. Once the series is over, it is 1-0 right now in favor of Wizards D.G. Again, it's a best-of-5, first-of-3. Wizards D.G. well on their way here so far in a very dominant performance, as it looks like we are loading in. So we'll go ahead and toss it into the in-game camera for those introductions. And it does look like everyone is staying the same. No substitutions here. We do get Dayfry on the shooting guard build as well, which is something we kind of saw at the end of last season for the last regular season game. It would be a lot of fun. Open up the shooting here for Hawks Talon. He'll be on the board first. Dayfry, a skilled player regardless of position. Awkward, pulls up for three. Can't get the response. Big board by Putback. Now sees cross half court, looking to build onto the lead. That's one thing with these 3v3 games is when it starts out, it tends to be a little bit closer, but right around that 10-point mark, teams tend to start pulling away early, or not early, about midway through the game. As you get closer to that 21-point mark, the pressure starts to build a little bit. And when you have these builds on these players that really have no defensive attributes on it, no defensive skills on it, it's pretty much you get around your defender, it's an open basket, just like we saw, just Awkward there. Gets around his defender, drives to the rim. 2 points on the board for the defending champs. Down by 3. Now they're down by, we'll make that 6. But it's all good. We'll see if they can bounce back here. That's one of the things with threes is the court is so wide open. Points can swing in anyone's direction very quickly. Loose ball. Lucky bounce there as it goes off puts back. Can't collect the loose ball. Goes out of bounds. Wizards D.G holds on to possession. They'll reset at half court. Like I said, it's street ball rules. You come back at half court. It's beautiful. 16 seconds on the shot clock. No back court in 3v3 as well. Dayfry around his defender. The two-handed jam cuts the lead to 4. Sees. Picks his dribble up. Nudini guarding closely. One of the great things, too, is we all know how great Just Awkward is on 5v5 defense. We have seen Awkward absolutely destroy people on defense for 3v3 as well. Even when defensive attributes are not built in to essentially these archetypes that the players get to pick from for 3v3s. Dayfry with the reversal up and in. Down by 4. Wizards D.G looking to cut into that lead. Sees. Over to Witness. The quick 3. No good. It's an easy board for Dini. Finding Awkward. Dayfry for 3. Going back. Put back the one-handed jam. It's a 6-point lead for Hawks Talon. Dayfry, the ball handler here in 3v3. Finds Dini for 3. Can't get to go. Dayfry with the rebound. Kicks it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Double teamed. Finds Dayfry being patient. Gets the defender to jump. Now put back. Guarded closely by Dini. Sees. Looking for space, but it's Awkward and Nudini there. The off-balance 3. Can't get it to go, but put back with the board. Up and in, and it's 14-8. And it's a turnover. Hawks Talon. Turnovers in 3v3 are absolutely critical, especially at this late in the stage when you have 14 points. Now 16 for Hawks Talon. Getting ever closer to that 21-point mark to secure game 2. Dayfry in the corner for 3. Can't get it to go. Now it's Witness. The jam for 18. It's a 10-point lead. At this point, being down by 10, it's 1 basket for Hawks Talon. Just need that 3 to seal the win. For Wizards D.G, it's going to take a little bit of effort here if they want to try to come back here in game 2. It's a really big uphill battle. They're going to need a lot of defensive stops, which is pretty tough to do, again, in 3v3. Dayfry moving the ball around. House space, takes the 3. Gets to go down by 7. Need a strong defensive effort here. Sees. Guarded by Awkward. Looking for that turnover. They'll give up the 2. That's not a problem. They can't afford to give up the 3. Sees a shot, no good. Big rebound by Nudini. Finding Awkward. Over to Dayfry, wide open. Splash it for Dayfry. Lead cut to 4. They need another defensive possession just like that. They want to try to get in here. And Dayfry, again, we talked about it in the last 3v3 tournament as well. Dayfry, for whatever reason, comes up absolutely massive late in these games when it comes to turnovers. He has no problem committing a ton of fouls. Yeah, they reset when you go into the next game. No biggie there. All right, 20-14. Now, next basket for Hawks Talon will win. Again, it's 21 by 2. Dayfry looking around to get around his defender. Found space for three. Dayfry sinks it again. 3-point game, a big defensive stop needed here. Witness passes it up, finds C's. Looking for that high percentage shot. Gets around Awkward. Awkward recovers. Nudini looking to help out. Kicks over to Witness. Back out to C's. The deep three. No good, and it's Dini with a big rebound. Dayfry coming up the court. Slams it home. Next basket for Hawks Talon will win. A 3-point shot will win it for Wizards D.G. The foul called by Just Awkward. Dayfry coming up big once again. They'll check it up top. Witness, 18 on the shot clock. Over to C's. Guarded by Dayfry. They're looking for the easy basket. Down lows, put back. Big steal by Awkward. Finding Dayfry. A three could win it. Dayfry being patient, kicks it all the way over. Just Awkward. Over to Dayfry. Down low, Nudini for the easy points. Now a 2-point basket will not do it for Hawks Talon. They need a three to seal the win. Wizards D.G. will play no three defense here. They will try to force them into the 2-point shot. Sees with Nudini. Guarded closely, does not want to give up the 3-point shot. Over to putback, under 5 on the shot clock. Sees, forces a three, and hits it. Oh my goodness, the comeback cut short. What an effort from Wizards D.G. to even get back in there, down by 10 points. Managed to claw their way all the way back, just one basket short of being able to pull off the comeback. And look, I don't know what to tell you guys. If you've never played NBA 2K, if you've never played in the park where you play like these pickup 3v3 style games, it is absolutely brutal. Now, these guys are also still playing on the league build, so it's still the league archetypes they're playing on. So it's even harder than playing on the hardest difficulty on the retail version of 2K. They're playing that 3v3 street ball style as well. It is absolutely insane to think that this team, down by 10, they were one 3-point basket away from being knocked out of game 2. They managed to fight their way all the way back to lose 22-20. It was an absolute barn burner. That's exactly what you want to see. That's the fight and grit of this team. They will fight back regardless of what's going on. Absolutely love it. And chat, you're absolutely right. It was a strong comeback for the boys. It was a super close finish. It's tough, but that's exactly what you want to see, though. You want to see that fight, and that's exactly what this team is completely built around. They play for each other, and you can see it there. Not being greedy. They're finding the open guy. They're moving the ball around, forcing the Hawks into bad situations, giving them those high percentage shots, and that's how they got back in there. Strong defense from Dayfry and Just Awkward, forcing turnovers late there in game 2. But nonetheless, the Hawks even up the series at 1 apiece in this best of 5 as we head into game 3. Chat, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. What's going to happen there in Game 3? Can Wizards D.G. ride that momentum from the end of Game 2 and pull out a victory and pull out a lead here in this series against Hawks Talon? Now that they kind of have now 2 games under the belt, they've kind of felt out Hawks Talon to see what kind of their play style is. Let's see here. Two Chucks is over here knocking up the series here by Nightbot. It's okay, Nightbot. We see you. We'll get you fixed. No worries there. All tied up at 1 apiece here in Week 1, Day 1 of the 3v3 seed week as we are fighting those seedings for the 3v3 tournament. It is going to be a little minute here before we hop into game number 3. We're going to put it on a quick break. Do not go anywhere. You're watching the official co-stream of the back-to-back NBA 2K League champions, Wizards District Gaming. In between game 2 and game 3 here in this best of 5 as we take a live look here into what we're seeing down here in Atlanta. Yes, do not adjust your Twitch feed. The boys travel down to Hotlanta. Who knows, maybe if the camera angle's right, we can see the iPad that we have that player cam set up on, just on the other side of Nudini. We'll see there as it looks like they are about to load up here into game number 3. We'll go ahead and get that feed up and going here for you. Once that is back up and going, it looks like they are about to hop in there to game 3. All even at 1 apiece. Wizards D.G take game 1 in a pretty dominating fashion, 22-10. And game 2 is a 22-20 loss for Wizards D.G. Or was that? I think it was 23-21. Probably. We should probably have written that down instead of throwing it to a break. It's all good, though. But nonetheless, it is all even at 1 apiece heading into game 3. But yes, Wizards D.G traveled down to Atlanta. They're playing on a stage. They have an audience down there in Atlanta as well. That's something the NBA 2K League wants to do a little bit more of, having these home games where teams will travel for their games. So hopefully with the opening of District E right next to Capital One Arena in downtown Washington, D.C., we'll have some home Wizards D.G games as well. As Atlanta starts out the scoring once again. This time it's only a 2-point basket. Hawks Talon up 2-0 here early in game 3. Awkward. Receiving the ball off the check. Hands it off to Dayfry. Loose ball. Foul called on Witness for the reach. Again, 5 fouls allowed, really. 6th foul, not so good. 6th foul, you have to quit out the game. And AI will take over. And we actually talked to Nudini about this a little bit. I believe it was Nudini the other week. Because Dayfry has gotten to 5 fouls several times in these 3v3 games. You definitely do not want the AI to come in because it's pretty much an automatic green shot for the attacker every single time he has the ball over the AI bot. So definitely do not want to pick up 6 fouls here, especially in 3v3. Now Seas pulls up, splashes a 3, and it's a 5-0 lead for Hawks Talon GC here early in game 3. Again, first to 21 by 2. It's Dayfry looking to put the moves on Seas. Looks to try to get around him again. No big defensive attributes here in the archetypes for 3v3. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Dayfry driving his defender back. Now in the corner, puts up the 3. Can't get it to go. Witness with the rebound. The quick pass by Seas. Dayfry, big heads-up play there, will knock the ball out of bounds. Stops the fast break. Seas moves around, looking for space, drives the basket, and it's a quick 7-0 hole for Wizards D.G. Nudini being patient finds Dayfry to bring the ball up. Dayfry, the off-balance 3, can't get it to go. Nudini with the rebound. Finds Dayfry out in the corner. Off-balance 3 again. It's no good. Witness with the board. Seas looking to build on to the 7-point lead. A wide open 3. That one's going to hurt. It's a double-digit lead again for Hawks Talon. It's 10-0. The opportunity's just not there. Well, they're there. They're just not falling for Wizards D.G. Very tough game here. As they now cough the ball up. It's a turnover, and Hawks Talon will have a chance to add on to their already impressive lead. Shot's no good. Putback gets his own rebound. Passes back out to Seas. Guarded closely by Awkward. The pick. Space. And it's another 3-point shot, and it's 13-0 here in game number 3. Long pass up. Dayfry. Over to Awkward. Dayfry had space there, thought about it, but Witness will help bail him out with the reach-in foul. They'll go ahead and reset back at half court. Seas checks the ball to Awkward. Dayfry gets around his defender, but kicks it back out, had a wide open lane. Dayfry for 3, and Wizards D.G on the board. cuts the lead down to 10. Now, we saw them come back there in game 2. Still plenty of time now with it only being 13-3, but you definitely can't give up easy baskets like that to put back. Again, it's very difficult with these archetypes, but Wiz D.G are definitely capable of doing it. Dayfry, guarded closely by putback, finds the way around, takes it himself. Wiz D.G up to 5. Now Seas kicks it over. Witness. No good. Nudini with the rebound. Up to Dayfry. For 3. Splashes it home. 15-8. We're not going to call it a comeback yet. Now Seas on the baseline. Takes it himself. Down by 9. This one's starting to get close again in terms of the game ending. Score-wise, still a long way to go. Dayfry needs a big basket here. Seas has his badge activated. Dayfry driving the rim. Being patient, kicks it back out, finds Nudini down low. Ball off of Witness and out of bounds. Go back to half court. Dayfry will receive the ball from Witness. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Dayfry over to Awkward. Down to 2. Forces the shot. Can't get it to go. The rebound by Putback. Sees badge activated. It's been the hot hand here for Hawks Talon. Down low to Putback for the jam. They are now 1 basket away from taking a 2-1 lead in this best of 5 series. Dayfry for the jam. 19-10. Now sees a 2-point basket. Will do it. Gets around the defender. Dayfry steps up. It's not enough. 21-10. Your final score. As we hit the wrong button here as we try to go into the player cam. 21-10, your final score here in game 3. As Hawks Talons take a 2-1 lead in this best of 5 series. As we take a look now live in Atlanta, team going over some strategy. Going into game 4, which could be the very decisive game for Wiz D.G. if they are unable to pull it back here. They are looking to force game 5. They want to go to the distance if they want to have a chance to win this game. We see some of the fans and the players and the personalities coming out for the game here tonight down in Atlanta behind the guys as well as they're talking strategy one more time. Again, doesn't look like any substitutions coming out on the side of Wiz D.G. Looks like we will stick with Dayfry, Nudini, and just Awkward. Maybe a little bit later in week 1, possibly in week 2, we'll see B. Rich and Cap sub in to get some playing experience as well. Again, Wiz D.G. sitting pretty in the 3v3 tournament as well. Pretty much has the #1 seed secured just with how well they have played throughout the entire 3v3 season so far. So with that, we're going to toss it to a very quick break. On the other side, we will have more Wiz D.G. 3v3 action here in seed week 1, day 1 of the 3v3 seeding for the playoffs. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the official co-stream of the back-to-back NBA 2K League champions, Wizards District Gaming. are just moments away as, again, we're getting some camera shots here from the official NBA 2K League stream as well of everything going on down in Atlanta with their nice little setup there. A big shout out to Hawks Talon GC for making this happen as well. Really, really cool to have them host Wizards D.G coming down from the nation's capital here for the first really off-site stage play for NBA 2K, a real home versus away team traveling to a home site game here in the 2K League. So this is really, really cool. And again, expect to see Wizards D.G do this next year as well, especially with the opening of District E in the nation's capital. Again, that is on the north side of Capital One Arena if you are local here in Washington, D.C. If you are traveling into Washington, D.C., don't worry. Our metro system is super easy. You can easily find it. Just look for Capital One Arena in Chinatown, and it's that exit there, and you can come hang out and cheer on the back-to-back NBA 2K League champions Wizards District Gaming as we are getting ready here to go into the next game here. Game 4, it's a 2-1 lead for Hawks Talon GC. After that 21-10 lopsided loss there in Game 3. Really couldn't get anything going for Wizards D.G. A lot of low percentage shot chances there. Started to feel a little panicky there in the beginning after they went down 7-0 early on to the Hawks. It's very tough. 3v3 can swing different directions really quick. That pendulum moves for momentum incredibly fast. So again, unfortunately, just in Game 3, it just swung heavily in favor of the Hawks. And now here we are, Game 4. Backs against the wall. Wizards D.G looking for that Game 4 win to force Game 5. Looks like we should be loading in here momentarily. Looks like Game 4 is about to get started here. We're just waiting for that feed to kick back up here from our good friends in the 2K League. Again, big shout out to everyone here on Twitch. Thank you so much for tuning into the official co-stream. Again, Chris will be back hopefully with that next co-stream this Thursday. He did just get back from his vacation in Europe. A little jet lag. It's completely acceptable. Needs some time to recover from that, but Chris should be back this Thursday for the next game. And speaking of this Thursday, let's go ahead and find out as we pull up the schedule here before the game kicks off. No game tomorrow night on Wednesday the 20th. On the 21st, it's an 8 p.m. tip-off once again for our good friends down in Miami. Now, I'm not going to speak on behalf of the players, but I think this would be another matchup where they would like to travel to Miami, maybe get an off day here and there on either side of the games to kind of hang out in Miami and take in the beaches while they're down there. But that one will be played remotely, as far as I know, with Wizards D.G back in the nation's capital. Again, Game 4 here starting in just the next few moments. The players are getting loaded into the lobby. It's going to be a big bounce-back opportunity here as Wizards D.G are looking to even the series out at 2 apiece. It is 2-1 currently in favor of Hawks Talon GC. So a win here is needed for Wizards D.G. Otherwise, it will be all over here in this series, and we will be seeing Wizards D.G next Thursday. Later this week, I should have said. It's guaranteed for a win that we'll get a player and coach interview at the end of the series. If it is a loss, not entirely sure what is going to happen there. I'll have to find out from our good friend Andrew down in Atlanta as well with the team. We'll see what happens there. Again, still loading in there, maybe a little bit longer than anticipated, waiting for that stream to pop up so we can get Game 4 going. They like to stagger these games out a little bit after they tell everyone they're gonna make it a quick turnaround. They do enjoy kind of having everyone on their edge as to when they're going to start. There is taking a look at our player cam down in Atlanta. Looks like they are loading in here, so hopefully we'll be seeing them soon as Nudini gets that front lean going that he does when they're about ready to go. See, as soon as you say that, bounces back. It looks like on their screen they should be getting ready to go. Wondering where that stream is going to pop up here for the 2K League. So it almost looks like they are in game on their screen. Maybe they're just practicing in between one of the. It looks like it may just be a practice in between because they would not be taking their headsets off anyway. Looks like a slight delay here then. So we're going to toss it to a quick break as we wait for Game 4 to come for Wizards D.G versus Hawks Talon Gaming. Should be here in just the next few moments as they work through some difficulties. Maybe not. Maybe they're loading in right now. See, I'm cheating off the same screen you guys are looking at. Looks like they are picking their archetypes as we speak. Or they're moving around. Not quite sure what happened with that, as there was no stream. That pulled up here. Honestly, don't know what happened. But from the looks of things, it looks like that may have been the final here. Game 4 looks like it may have gone in favor of Hawks Talon GC. As that was very weird. Not quite sure what happened with the stream, but it does look like that was it. Don't have a final score here for anyone. As we are looking there, we're going to throw it to a quick break here. We're going to have head coach Pat Crossan join us just on the other side. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, we are now joined by head coach Pat Crossan down from Atlanta, Georgia. I apologize to all the viewers there. The league didn't actually show Game 4 there, but unfortunately it was a loss for Wizards D.G, so it's a 3-1 series loss overall. Before we talk a little bit about the series, Coach, this is kind of a neat opportunity. This is one of the first times, if not the first time, where it's a true home court advantage, if you will, where the away team traveled down to Atlanta. Talk a little bit to me about what this moment can really signify for the league going forward, especially with District E opening up in DC next year.
Yeah, no, it's a huge opportunity for us to come to Atlanta. Appreciate Wes from the Hawks reaching out and getting us down here. It's definitely a different opportunity to play in front of a crowd who wasn't cheering for us when we were making baskets. So just the opportunity, and obviously going forward, the 2K League is going to have more of these events. Hopefully we'll have some in DC next year with District E, and we'll actually be able to bring fans out, and they can root for us. So it'll be a nice change of pace.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously the series didn't go the way that you expected it to go, especially there in Game 3. It felt like the team was starting to force shots after the Hawks jumped out to that early 7-0 lead. Now, in a 3v3 setup where the attributes are so swung heavily in favor of offense for these archetypes, how difficult is it to get back into these games once you're kind of in a hole by 7, 9, 10 points?
Yeah, no, it's definitely tough. I mean, I thought we played pretty well in that one game where we came back and we had opportunity, but if you don't take points early or get a stop early, it can be pretty tough. You have a takeover meter, which kind of boosts your badge or your attributes, as the game progresses. And if you don't have any takeover, then it is very tough to move sometimes as for a point guard.
Yeah, absolutely. We won't talk too much about that game here tonight, though, but we'll fast forward a little bit. Obviously, you guys are going to be flying back to Washington, D.C. for your next matchup against the Heat Chat Gaming Thursday night, 8 p.m. Now, obviously, for Wizards D.G, you guys are kind of sitting in a really good position here. I'm pretty sure you guys are the #1 seed for the 3v3, if my numbers are correct. So I kind of put you in a unique situation where you don't necessarily have to win games, but at the same point, you want to make sure you iron everything out before you go into the 3v3 playoffs. What are you looking for from this team in these 2 seed weeks for 3v3? Are you looking for just that ability to advance in their game?
Yeah, I think we're experimenting with the different lineups. We ran a different one tonight. We ran a traditional lock with Justin at the small forward. And then also for us, I think we are 3 games ahead of the Celtics. Not sure if they play tonight. So we have a bye no matter what, whether we have the 1 or 2 seed. Would love to clinch #1, but we do have to win a couple of games in the seed week if the Celtics are still on our tail. So these are important for us, and it'll be nice to clinch that #1 spot.
Absolutely. So for the Heat game, are we looking at going back to kind of the bread and butter, what's worked for Wiz DG going forward, or are we looking at still possibly shaking things up here a little bit and experimenting to see what we can play around with?
I thought the lineup was really good tonight. I think we just had a lot of missed opportunities. We'll have to go back to the drawing board tomorrow. Honestly, we'll just have some scrimmages and feel it out. Whatever is hot in scrimmages, we might roll with. So we're gonna have to go. Obviously, talk as a team after this and figure out what went wrong.
Sounds good. All right, Coach, I want to keep you any longer here. Safe travels back to the nation's capital, and we'll talk to you on Thursday.
Thanks, John. Take care.
Head coach Pat Crossan for Wizards District Gaming down in Atlanta following 3-1 to Hawks Talon, a tough game there for Wiz DG. They did have an event yesterday as well. They traveled down early this morning to Atlanta. Again, this really cool opportunity that the 2K League allowed for Wiz DG to travel down to Atlanta to play against Hawks Talon. So a really, really super a moment here in the 2K League. For what really is the first home versus away team in person with, like you said, like head coach Pat Crossan said, the crowd definitely not cheering for Wiz DG. So kind of a really unique experience there. Hopefully, again, fingers crossed, once District E opens up, we'll be ready to go have a home crowd of our own cheering the guys on to victory as well. But again, unfortunately, tonight is a 3-1 loss to our friends down in Atlanta for Hawks Talon GC. That is going to do it for tonight's stream. Again, apologies for the Game 4 broadcast. There was technical difficulties. We did get that confirmed from Atlanta. That's why it was not aired on screen, so we do apologize for that. But we will be back Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the official Twitch channel of the back-to-back NBA 2K League champions, Wizards District Gaming. We'll see you then.
All my nights that I gon' be famous, you're famous, no games. It's when I shoot my games, this trying to get that loot and pay my dues for that, just nameless. Be aimless, they shameless, cover up they lameness. Really got no brain and you want to blame, they all